Alright guys, it's a little bit dark in the garage right now because I got that covered up, but talked to the inspection mechanic, and the tires stick out a little bit too far. I kind of figured that was going to happen. So got some 4-inch schedule 40, and that's what we're working on today. So they don't stick out anymore. What I did here, let's show this to you real quick. I'm gonna still end up beveling those edges, so you know what I mean. And I'll bevel this one a little bit more. Sorry about the light, it's dark in here right now. But took my schedule 40 pipe and I ripped it down into quarters. And then what I ended up doing is, you can see that edge, it's not just, it's actually kind of beveled, you know what I mean? So when these go together, there'll be something similar to that there. Now, I still do have a gap at the top because I wanted to bring this out as far as I could. And when you cut these at angle, it just lengthens up. So I still got to fill this in, but I don't need to use schedule 40 to do that. I like that this is nice and solid, the schedule 40 there. That way if I'm off-roading and I get into a tree or whatever there, that's got some serious substance to it. So, but we got the one side done. We still got to do this side here. I'm a little bit leery about welding there by the gas cap, so I'm probably going to get a piece of leather or something put in between them just as a barrier. Got these for a hitch mount. Made them up last night. They'll sit in here, mount a hitch / bumper. So I'm gonna get back to it, get this finished up, and I'll show you guys the finished product. Okay guys, I wanted to show you what all we got done yesterday. It was a holiday, so spent some time out here in the garage, and then went and did some things with friends and my neighbor basically. But we got the sides on, they're all welded up. I painted them just to paint them, rounded off the edges. Not very, they're still kind of a little bit sharp, but nothing that that's gonna grab yourself. I got my brackets welded up, well, bolted up. Had to fill a couple holes that I had drilled. I drilled these holes in this kind of blind, and I actually ended up, this is the only one that, no, that one didn't even work. There's a hole in behind there that's welded up. The holes didn't work. So what I ended up doing is drilling new holes and then just filling them. I'll grind that down. This will all get painted with the chassis stuff also. Now, one thing I am going to have to change about these when I do the 63-inch leaf springs, I'm going to have to cut this back. Probably about 1.5 inches or so. But what this is for this 2x3 piece of steel. It's going to sit up here and be my bumper. So what I ended up having to do is grind, and these bolts, they were just shot, gone. So I had to grind them bolts down, and the bolts that I have holding this header panel, I had to grind down. And what I did was I just ground the heads flat. I'll show you over here. Ground the heads flat and then just put a tack on there to hold the stem into the frame. This side, all I'm going to have to do is this one. I don't have the exhaust hanger bracket. The holes are there. That's pretty cool. I didn't realize that before. But so I'll get to grinding that, tack that up, get this angle piece over onto this side, get my 2x3 put up there, run a bead across that. I'm going to eventually put a hitch receiver. I got that guy there. And that's going to sit down underneath the center of that for my T-bar and a winch mount. Now, I'm sure you can see it in there, my wiring and everything, but the back end of this frame is going to end up getting boxed off for when I do the 63-inch leaves. I just want to make it a little bit stronger than what it is. I mean, I don't think that this is, I mean, it's pretty solid, but I want something a little bit more solid for the things that I'm going to end up doing with this. So let's get that bumper bracket put on and put the bumper on, and we'll get back to you then. Alright, so something I do want to comment about. Since I'm just tacking these in here to use as basically a stud to hold this piece of angle that's holding this header panel, since I am going to be strengthening up the rear of this frame, this is just done as a temporary thing because these bolts here are kind of a temporary thing. Once I get this boxed in, everything back in here is going to be a little bit different, including the bumper. But I need to get that done. I need to get the bumper on here as part of the safety inspection for Pennsylvania state law. So I want to get that done so that I can start driving this thing, essentially. So I just wanted to hit on that and let you guys know about that situation, why I was doing that, and what the future plans are with it. So it's not something that's permanent. I just wanted to get that out there and let you guys know. So I'm gonna get back at it, and we'll show you what we get done. Can you give me a hand real quick? I need you to hold that other side up while I get these clamped.
What am I doing?
We're gonna pick this piece of metal up and hold it right underneath there, and I'm gonna clamp it. All I need you to do is hold that side. I'll get this side clamped and then come over there, alright? Thank you. Ooh. Breakfast is talking back already.
Is that your bumper?
That's a bumper.
You're way off.
Yeah.
Whole inch on that.
Huh?
You had a whole inch of it.
Yeah, I don't know what happened over here that this one like kicked out weird. I don't know. I'm not super concerned about that. I just want to get. Hmm?
Yeah, I'm just saying from the bottom of the diamond plate, it's not lined up.
Should be pretty close there, right?
I can't see through your shoulders. Yeah, maybe a smidgen more. I think it should be alright. That's good.
later, we got that chassis saver stuff painted on the bumper and the brackets, and it's still dripping and running and stuff like that. This stuff kind of self levels out. It's pretty cool stuff. You put it on with a paintbrush. For a good idea, look, this stuff, when it bonds, it bonds. So if you get it on your hands, your skin, anywhere, you're gonna have a tattoo for a while. When I did the frame, I ended up getting some on my nose. It was there for like 2 days. This is how hard that stuff is to get the lid off of. That's how hard this stuff bonds. This was done, don't get me wrong, I've opened this up twice now. This is from closing it, but you tear the lid up just opening this stuff up. That's how strong this stuff bonds to metal. It goes on like a paint, but I think it's actually considered an encapsulator, so you can paint right over your rust, everything like that. It's going to if you have rust on your frame, it's going to actually grab that rust and bond it and basically make it part of the frame again. And to a certain point, don't get me wrong, if you've got holes, it's not going to fix that, but it is very, very strong, very, very sticky, very nasty stuff. Oop, I see a piece that I missed, so hopefully, let's get this. Yeah, hopefully we got enough on the brush and we can get that covered up real quick. Just these 2 little bolts there. I think they look kind of silly sticking out like that. So like I said, it goes on with a brush. It's going to run and everything like that. It does kind of level out as long as you have a level surface. We did this to my neighbor's rig 2 years ago. We stretched out his frame. I believe that we might actually have a little bit of that on the channel here soon, because we might be going even longer on the rig stretch. So I think he's 210 or 230, or no, I think it's 310. I forget how long he is, but he wants to go about another 36 inches or so. So he's not home right now. His garage isn't open. Otherwise, I'd take you down and show you that, the frame of that, and how it comes out on clean metal. Now this is gonna obviously look nice and flat. This, you know, you've got the rust. That's what it's made to do. Cover that stuff up, bond it back to the metal. So I think I'm ready to go down to the inspection station, see what we got. So all right guys, so just got done with the inspection. That was a bit of a rigmarole because well, my own fault. I somehow misplaced my registration card, or I never got it in the mail from Pink Slip. But we're all legal beagle, and so let's look forward to some content of me actually using this truck, going out and enjoying it, getting to go on adventures. So hey guys, I hope you like the content. Hit that like button, turn on the bell, do whatever you do, and hey, we'll get back with some fun stuff with the Tacoma, not just working on it and building stuff. We're still going to continue to build stuff, modify, upgrade, that type of stuff. Definitely, that will definitely always be going on with the channel. But for now, hey, we're all good to go. I stopped here at Rutter's. Let's get some lunch in me. Anyhow, hey, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and we'll see you next time. So I'm over here with Send It Steve, and oh, look at the mess I got on there. So I'm over here with Send It Steve, and we're going on an adventure. Taking that. This time the adventure is my adventure. Taking that. But I wanted to check this out, guys. Got her all finished up, and she is legal beagle. So look forward to some fun times in that, and the adventure we're going on is going to be benefiting the taco truck. So we're gonna get in this truck and we're gonna start going, so I will get back to you shortly.